Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there. And the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade. Now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. They run again with Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Locke to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Block now to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Carson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 37 yards. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. They run it with Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Locke. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Locke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Carson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Here's Locke. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Carson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Carson again. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On 2nd and inches. Lock. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lock. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Locke going to try and throw on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bears take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Block off of play action. He'll buy some time right. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Deep ball for Goodwin. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he'll just get rid of it. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Locke exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, you're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down. This is Carson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a 1st down and not a touchdown.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time. They look to throw. It's Locke. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Locke going to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw it is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carson. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll look to throw again. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Again, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Locke exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Locke's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go. Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the delay, here's Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9. Locke, left side complete to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 38 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Again, Simeon. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Now a first down throw, Simeon.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on second down, Simeon. And it's caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Montgomery. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Clock now on first down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As
a look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. from the gun. Here's Simeon. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Play action. It's Eason. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Eason. They'll get this out wide to Penny. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. On the draw, this is Penny. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Excellent defensive play by Dominic Robinson, beating the line and dropping him for a loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll run wide side here with Penny. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Herbert once more.
And he'll inside the 40 to the 39. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Simeon. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Boye Mafe
Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On 2nd and 9.
Eason got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Penny up the middle, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now Eason.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Eason. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They'll go again with Herbert.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Herbert.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Evans will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Inside handoff, Penny. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Eason sets to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. First and 10, Eason. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4. Eason. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Simeon. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Eason's throw pulled in by Milton.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
11 yards there on a first down for Seattle.
Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Throwing is Eason.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's Eason to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
On first down, Jacob Eason.
And that's incomplete.
Will Disley, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Penny is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this...
A leap, and he will make the catch.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Simeon.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Play action, it's Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. James O'Shaughnessy from 8 yards out.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Eason is going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason.
He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. On first down, it's Simeon.
His pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
Yeah, he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Now Simeon. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Simeon throwing again. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Simeon now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Desperation time for Simeon on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
They'll throw on first down with Eason.
Short throw to Disley. They find some open field here.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Simeon. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's got it.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Now a handoff up the middle. Herbert. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now it's Simeon. It's complete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.